Minister Netanyahu announced that this port that's being built in Gaza, with the rubble of the homes destroyed in the bombing, including the skulls and the bones of the people destroyed with the houses and lying unburied under the rubble, that according to Netanyahu, this port is being built for the deportation of millions of Palestinians from the territory, an act of ethnic cleansing.
So this is exactly what I told you was happening. That port had nothing to do with humanitarian aid. America's propaganda is trash, and America bureaucratically is slow. And America's ruling class, you know, those who have exploited people to the extent that they've made their lives easier, they're slow. They're slow, and they're not as smart as you think they are. Michelle Obama tried to tell you all, they're not as smart as you think they are. That's why they're afraid of TikTok, because we are. We are hungry. We are tired. We are exploited, and we're over it. And so what this gentleman is saying needs to be taken to heart, because your government Biden decided that he was going to airdrop not enough food, regardless of the fact that it was likely, and it did, crush more Palestinians. But that's the point in Biden's mind. That's the point. He just wants to get rid of them. Because, again, he is part of that ruling elite. He is the person, the president. That's why I keep telling you all, look to the legislative branch and look to mitigate what's going on through the judicial branch. You've got to get those people out of there. They have got to go, because you've been turned into, and really you've always been a slave. They've just not been, the propaganda has been a little more airtight for certain milieu and a cross section of America. And if they can do that to the Palestinians, just get them out of the way. They want the beachfront property. They can allow what's going on in Maui. Just get them out of the way. They want the beachfront property. What the heck do you think is going to happen to you? I keep laughing about Texans. I keep laughing. What do they think is going to happen to Louisiana? They're coming for that property. Florida? Y'all are about to be put to shame. They're just going to get rid of you. They're going to take that property for free. All that money you put into it. They're going to take that property for free. And they're just going to push you out of, just go somewhere else. They're not even going to give you a concentration camp or a refugee camp. They're just going to expect for you to leave and get out of their sight. Y'all better get ready. They're not investing in cop cities for no reason. The way this works is that when the propaganda does not manufacture the consent that they need, they use brutality. That's why anyone right now under the sound of my voice is studying Black history. If you are not studying Black history, you are doing it to your detriment, because the lie is that it's Black history. It's American history. And the American history that is being made right now is based upon the American history that has been made for hundreds of years. The propaganda isn't working. So it's time for the brutality to start. And y'all are going to be at the butt of it, because y'all think this is for Black people. It's for all of you all now. Now all the slaves get to understand that they are a slave and they must keep their place. Or collective punishment is imminent. They can keep food from being delivered to where you live. How long do you think your little quiet area is going to last when they're no longer allowing food to come in? How long do you think the civility in your area is going to last? So you think that, those Karens and Janices with their soccer mom cars, how do you think they're going to start killing first? Because they're going to be hungry. And their current philosophy is selfishness and greed. They go to church and they worship a God that they created, and then God allows them to be selfish and greedy. And then they go to that God for forgiveness, which is really a practice of going to themselves and asking themselves for forgiveness and forgiving themselves. Americans are not ready for what is coming. But the rules haven't changed. That's what you guys don't understand. Right now, the Democratic Party is telling you, if you allow that red guy, Trump, the criminal, to be elected, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because it can. You do not understand. It's about to get worse because it can. What's going on right now in Palestine is not a war. It's a genocide. It's called field testing. I'm quite surprised that people who are in favor of what's going on right now does not understand what went on in Maui, what's going on in Palestine. It is field testing. How do we get these people off this land that we want? And how do we not have to pay for it? We demonize them. We starve them. We cut off food and aid. We tell the people who are around them that this is what has to be done because these people are deplorable and evil. This has been going on for centuries. And the fact that people still buy into it is wild in 2024. It is wild. And you were doing it because in imperialized society, there's this lie that goes on that it won't happen to you. If you just make another suffer, you will suffer less. They've changed the rules. You are all victims. You are all just potential victims. And if you take that if you internalize that, I'm still a little nasally, you will understand that at any moment in time, if they want your development, they gonna come take it. You don't have enough guns. You don't. And they will bomb your home with your babies inside. Oh, that place where you run to with that cell phone of yours and you think you're going off the grid, they'll bomb that too. Flying the drones, they don't even gotta lift. They don't even gotta do any more than twitch a finger. I do not understand how Americans are not deeply disturbed. One of my mutuals said something that was very important the other day. In a comment in my video, it's on friends mode only, it's about Palestine, was saying that what Biden is doing is hurting the world. When you have the American president co-signing, funding, helping to enact the bombing of babies, the starving of innocent human beings, based on some propaganda that keeps getting exposed as lies, you endanger the whole world. The rest of the world, what do you think China, Russia, anybody who decides to bring the pain to the United States, what do you think they're going to do? Collective punishment. Bomb your babies. Destroy your vehicles. Destroy everything you've got. Take the money in the banks and let you starve in 4K for their comfort and their dadgum entertainment.